Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is international flavour with this bout. New Zealand versus Australia. Western Australia versus New South Wales, if you like. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, we'll go to the red corner, or rather blue corner on my right, originally from New Zealand. Now based Bondi, New South Wales, with Mathews in the corner. He trains out with Iron Mike Tyson in New South Wales, scaling 66.5 kilograms, 59 bouts, 26 wins. Would you welcome back to Melbourne town, Denver Mathews. Denver Mathews with red trunks, gold and black. Across the ring, originally from Western Australia. He fought in Bangkok and Thailand on several occasions. Now living in the heart of sunshine in Melbourne's west. Fresh back from Queensland, wearing, well, we'll call it sea green, red and white. Would you welcome the Riddler with 19 bouts to his credit, Darren Reece. Darren Reece, trained at Sunshine Place Gym, Chomshire. This is in charge.
Referee Chris Nicolau brings together our two fighters for our next welterweight contest scheduled for 3x2 under Oriental rules.
Bit of batteries there. We're coming up for about 6. Ultimate Kickboxing, Close Shave Barbershop. What a great name there. Their corner Station Road and Ballarat Road, Deer Park. Pop in and have a close shave with the blade or the razor. Round 1, Angela Buttigieg is the lady tolling the bell. Right, Chris? Round 1.
Out of the red corner comes the Riddler, Darren Reece, one of my favourite local fighters, up against dangerous Denver Mathews from New Zealand in the blue corner. Last time we saw Denver Mathews here a year ago, he was unfortunately knocked out, and Darren Reece going to work downstairs with some chopping leg kicks early over in the blue corner, tries to tie Denver up to work those knees early on. Last time we saw Darren Reece here in Melbourne, he went the distance with Barris Navis in a brutal, bloodthirsty affair and really proved his worth to the Melbourne audience, and he's back here fighting again in his adopted home state. Goes downstairs, Darren Reece, the Riddler. Dangerous Denver firing the leg kick off the ropes.
Well, unfortunately, Michael, whenever we've seen Denver down here in Melbourne town, he's never been too dangerous, so let's hope tonight he can change the tide and put up a good show for himself. Darren Reece, on the other hand, I've heard a lot about this boy, and I'm looking forward to seeing his skills and ability come to fruition here tonight against Denver Mathews.
Well, Denver showing a little bit of savvy with the knees so far. Darren Reece gets a high one up there himself, over in the neutral corner, right in front of our commentary position as referee Chris Nicolau breaking up both men. The Riddler in the light green coloured trunks, turquoise coloured trunks actually, against dangerous one, Denver Mathews. Denver goes downstairs, inside leg kick. Darren fires back with a couple of those left knees. They mix it up over in the blue corner. It's our first knee fight of the night.
Darren just locking him up there, locking Denver up, showing his skill and experience. I feel at this stage that he just got a little bit on Denver. He's going to work with those knees and just blocking Denver's kneeing power off a bit and just hanging on and tiring him out. Ties traditionally are slow starters, and I think that's the school that Darren Reece comes out of, so he'll certainly step it up in future rounds.
Into the first round, scheduled for 3x2 between Darren the Riddler Reece in the red corner and dangerous Denver Mathews in the blue corner. Let's rumble in the second round of welterweight action. The Riddler in the turquoise shorts coming out with a big right hand against the dangerous one, Denver Mathews. Pummels Darren Reece backwards against the ropes. They work it to the knees again. I'll tell you what, Mark the Hammer, the stamina you need, the duration and the fortitude you need to be able to grapple for 2 or 3 minutes, it's incredible, isn't it? Really takes its toll on you.
Well, the grappling is an extra dimension, rather, to the kickboxing. And you put those knees and grappling in, and it really takes its toll on you. There you see the boys really unleashing a good flurry of punches, and then getting straight back into that grapple again as soon as that gap closes up. Darren Reece whipping that left knee straight up to Denver's head. There's trying to get it up there. Just needs to find that opening, and it's going to be all over for Denver.
Well, he gets them up nice and high, and if Denver should let his head drop down, it could be good night Irene if he connects with one of those to the jaw.
Darren's also trying for some heel kicks to the back of Denver's thigh and calf muscle. You only need to get a couple of good ones of those in, and certainly your opponent will be feeling the crippling pain that comes out the back of your legs.
They'll take the starch right out of you, and there's no questions about the Riddler at the moment. He's going to work and doing a fine job on Denver Mathews. 2 beautiful whipping high left round kicks to the head area of Mathews, ties him up, drills a knee into the midsection, and Denver forces him back against the ropes, and referee Chris Nicolau there to separate both men. Front kick by Denver, didn't find the target. Another whipping left round kick by the Riddler. Clubs him with the left, fires it downstairs with a leg kick. Front kick by Darren Reece. Denver stings it with a nice short right hand, found the target on the jaw. Beautiful left hand leg kick combination by Darren Reece, pulling out all the stops at the moment. Denver leaps in with the left hand. It's been a clean and tidy bout so far. The end of the second round of welterweight action between the Riddler.
Yeah. Come on, get behind Darren the Riddler Reece. Denver Mathews, ex-New Zealand champion.
Third
Well, he's been in Melbourne
final
a few
round.
times, Denver.
Welterweight action between the Riddler and the Dangerous One, and the Riddler going downstairs with a sweeping inside leg kick that started. And Denver Mathews said, I haven't come all this way to Victoria to not put up a fight here tonight. And doing a darn good job of it at the moment. Darren Reece brings those knees up and around into the floating rib section of the Dangerous One, Denver Mathews. He's backed the Riddler into the blue corner. The Riddler trying to get the inside position on that grapple. Content just to trade those knees up to the rib area of Denver Mathews. Knees just above the waist from Denver. And referee Chris Nicolau realising the work rate wasn't that high of the fighters over in the corner, separates them and recommences the contest.
Oh, there you go.
The jaw by the Riddler. Darren Reece caught him. Denver Mathews went down and was seeing the blue canvas there for a moment.
Well, certainly Darren was looking for that one. He's been looking for it for a while. He's looking to get that knee straight up to the head. And Denver Mathews having a good close look at the blue canvas.
Well, we warned about that knee to the jaw before. He gets it in, it'll be good night. Lights out. Over in the neutral corner, they're tied up. Chris Nicolau separating the men again, making sure that the work rate is nice and high and the fight is kept tidy. Chopping outside leg kick by the Riddler. And Denver Mathews fires one back himself. Darren Reece moves in again, fires another knee into the right side of Denver Mathews.
It's interesting to note, Michael, after each break, Denver always ducks his head and leads in with that jab. And I think Darren's gotten onto that and he's trying to plant the knee just as he comes in and bridges that gap. So Denver's going to have to change his game plan and keep his head up, or he's going to get copped, and it's going to be some canvas sucking time for him.
Comments from the Australian Muay Thai champion Mark the Hammer Castellini.
Okay,
End of the third and final round of a fantastic welterweight contest between the Riddler Darren Reece and Dangerous Denver Mathews. Mark the Hammer, how do you see it at the end of 3 rounds and the end of the fight?
English technician, Denver Mathews, he was here to fight, and hats off to him. It's the first time I've really seen him give it.
Norman Lou's got it. We sneak across. Ladies and gentlemen, by unanimous points from the red corner, the Riddler, Darren Reece. To collect the trophy on behalf of Paul Sammett And
Unanimous
also,
decision. Won't get any argument from me on that one.
Piper,
Must have
not your average caller. Anthony DeCastro. And Darren came all the way across the Nullarbor playing for the mighty city of Perth. And he's had his first big win in Melbourne. He fought Barish Nassif, one of our most accomplished Commonwealth champions on the Telex Select show. Then last week he went to Brisbane. They tell me Paul Devicoli and John Shinner tell me pretty dicey one. But Darren, a big win in your adopted town of Sunshine. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good to have my first win in Melbourne.
What do you think of Melbourne compared to, say, your old city of Perth or WA?
Perth's a lot quieter, especially on the fight scene. More fighters here, but I found it's more kickboxing rather than Muay Thai.
Okay, and Johnny Shinner made you fit in well at the gym of champions?
Everyone there's great.
Okay, and you plan to stay in Melbourne for a while, Darren?
Certainly do.
Okay, Darren the Riddler Reece.